So you want to learn how to cook the perfect steak, how to be the authority, the go-to guy when it comes to serving up that manly ass meat.
That was about 10 years ago, the perfect steak. And if I'm being honest, the steak was burnt. I burnt it. There's a fine line between a good crust on the steak and carbonizing that motherfucker. And I carbonized it, but fear not, we'll give it another shot here soon. Because this is episode 1 of Big Willie's Kitchen, cooking with Big T. What's up?
She pooped and she needs candy corns.
She didn't poop on herself? 3 candy corns for pooping in the special potty. Done. So this is it. I've been talking about doing some cooking videos for a long time. I always talk about food and cooking in the gaming vid. So it's about time we hit the kitchen together and whip us up something good. So we're just gonna get it started. This is Merg Makhni, AKA butter chicken. This is my favorite meal in the world to eat right now. My family and I eat this once or twice per week. We ate it 2 days ago and I said, it's gonna be the first video I do. It's so delicious. And I'll preface this video with saying, it ain't the most traditional way to make it, okay? I've tried to make this 2-3 different ways. The traditional ways got like cashews and whole tomatoes and you blend it all together. I tried it, I'm just gonna be honest. The recipe I'm about to show you, it is just the richest, most flavorful. It just has the most depth of any butter chicken recipe I've tried, which is only like 3 of them. Another one was like a Gordon Ramsay recipe on YouTube. Wasn't really feeling that one either, but this right here is going to electrify the taste buds. So I've already got us prepped. We've got all the ingredients. Most important part of cooking. If you're not prepared, mise en place. You got a mise en place. It makes the whole process so much easier. So I'll probably put all the ingredients in the description. But we've got a variety of spices: cumin, cayenne, cardamom, garam masala. Did I say cumin? I think I said cumin. Cardamom, I probably said that too. Tomato paste, we've got ginger garlic paste, cilantro, heavy cream, yogurt, lemon, butter, chicken. One thing you probably won't find in the supermarket, it's the only thing you might have to order. I did. These are dried fenugreek leaves. Now I would say these are optional, but really you're just not gonna find much that replaces this flavor. But you can order them online, they'll send it to your house. Kasoori methi, dried fenugreek leaves. They're necessary part of butter chicken. So let's hop right in. Let's grab a bowl first. To start, we're gonna start marinating the chicken. Now, ideally you do this for like 24 hours. I'm just making a video, so I'm not gonna marinate mine at all. But we're starting with some just whole milk, plain yogurt. Probably 3 or 4, I don't know. Do I got my, can you see that in the other, is it recording? Yeah, it's recording, okay. Probably 3 or 4 like heaping tablespoons of that. And then we're just gonna go in with a variety of spices. So we're gonna do probably a teaspoon-ish of each. We've got ground turmeric. We've got probably a good teaspoon or 2 of cumin, a teaspoon or 2 of garam masala. You're also supposed to have, what is it called? Kashmiri chili powder is typical in this dish. I don't have Kashmiri chili powder, but you can substitute it with about 3/4 paprika to 1/4 cayenne. And that will, I don't know, it's supposed to mimic the flavor. I've never had Kashmiri chili powder, so I don't really know, if I'm being honest with you. And is that it? I think that's pretty much it. We're gonna whisk this together and we should get a nice color on the marinade. It should look a little something like that. Oh, and we're also gonna add a little lemon juice to it as well. So just take a slice of lemon, throw that in there like this. I really need a trash bowl. You wanna know a cooking hack? Get yourself a trash bowl. Is it in the refrigerator? Yeah, we got this shitty bowl that's like plastic and you can just set it off to the side somewhere and just throw your trash in it instead of going back and forth to the trash a million times. It's a hack, bro. I don't want my trash bowl in the shot though. Okay, I got my trash bowl over there. Okay, so whisk in that, that lemon juice. Boom, boom, boom. And then we're gonna take our chicken. So we'll set this to the side. I've got 3 or 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Chicken thighs, not breasts. Thighs, they're easier to work with. They're more forgiving. They're just better. And we want to cut these into, you know, some manageable bite-sized pieces. So whatever you like to chew on, cut them up that large. I'm thinking something like this. Not too crazy. Inch, half an inch. Okay, so the thighs are now sliced. We're gonna add those suckers to the marinade and get it all around on the chicken. And obviously don't forget the most important seasoning of all. You need salt, lots of salt. Most people think they're salting their food enough. If your food don't taste good, you need more salt, more butter. That's really all it is. The more I cook, the more I realize the way restaurants get food, you know, tasting as good as it does, it's a comical amount of salt and butter. And acid and, you know, all the stuff that makes food taste good. So here we go. It should look a little something like this. And like I said, you typically want to marinate this overnight for the deepest flavor, but we're just gonna let it rock like this. So let's set our chicken to the side. Let me move this raw chicken cutting board out of the way, along with the knife, because we really don't need it anymore. Move this and just clean up a little bit. Now, we've got a sheet tray. Just take a baking tray. Obviously, if you got a tandoori oven, use your tandoori oven. I don't have one. I have, you know, a normal oven. But we're gonna try to mimic the type of chicken that you would get out of a tandoori oven. And the way we're gonna do that is we're gonna burn the shit out of it. We're gonna turn the oven on broil, 550 degrees. We're gonna burn the shit out of the chicken for 18 minutes. 18 minutes is gonna be perfect because that's also how long our rice is gonna take. I'm not gonna show you how to make the rice. 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water, bring it to a boil, stir it, put a little butter in it, salt, leave it for 18 minutes, you know, whatever. Okay, so let's put the chicken on our baking sheet with foil that's been oiled, because you don't really want this to, you know, stick. Because we're working with such a high heat, it could really stick to your pans and even the foil if you don't spray it. So I sprayed mine with some, I think just olive oil spray. You could use any spray though, avocado oil spray or just oil in general. Spread it out. You don't want to crowd it too much. So if you crowd it, it's just gonna steam, it's not gonna burn. And we want it burned. We want blackened bits on the chicken. And like I said, this is gonna go in the oven for 18 minutes. But first, I gotta get the rice ready. My kid's freaking out. You need a what?
A boo-boo ball.
A boo-boo ball. You wanna pick one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting on the couch, she just slips. Puts her chin right on my ottoman.
Is that what you was crying about?
Yeah. Pick out a boo-boo ball for your boo-boo.
You want a green one? Just clean up a little bit while we wait on the rice. I got this handy dandy induction cooktop because my burners are obviously up against the wall, which is not conducive for making YouTube videos. I thought I ordered a double so I could do 2 pans at once. I guess I just ordered a single, but his name's Bert. So this is Bert. He's gonna be with us for the duration of our cooking videos. I'm just getting him heated up. You know, a lot of cooking is really about temperature control and knowing your temperatures, and I'm a little worried. I got no clue how to control the temperature on this. I got it on 400, but I don't think that's degrees. I think that's I hope it's not degrees, or this butter is about to fucking burn. Doesn't feel like 400 degrees. Can you see me if I'm over here? I got my rice cooking behind me. The rice is starting to come to a boil, and then we're gonna drop the heat to just about the lowest setting it can go. Alexa, set a timer for 18 minutes.
18 minutes, starting now.
Rice takes 18 minutes, chicken takes 18 minutes. The sauce kind of does too, to be honest with you. Now this is where the real magic is gonna happen, is the sauce or the gravy for the butter chicken. I don't want the pan smoking hot. You don't wanna burn the butter. We're going in with 6 tablespoons of butter to start. It ain't healthy. If you were looking for a healthy meal, this ain't it. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tablespoons of butter, just slice it like that. Open it up, make sure you don't get any, wrapping pieces. Big old block of butter. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, and I think our pan is just starting to come to temp. Yes, 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 yes. That's what we want. So again, you're not trying to like brown the butter or anything. We just want to get it started and get it melted in the pan. Maybe a little bit more heat. Okay, butter is just about melted in the pan. I need a small spoon. We're gonna go in now with about ½ cup of tomato paste. This is double concentrated, so it's a 1/4 cup because that's just what we have. But you could use a ½ cup of normal tomato paste, whatever you think. We'll set that off to the side. And now we just want to cook this tomato paste down. Boy, I hope that sizzle's not too loud and you can still hear me. You just want to cook this tomato paste down until it's a really deep red and it is fully incorporated with the butter. As you can see when you start it out, I don't know if it's because I use the double concentrated stuff, but it's kind of clumpy. You'll see as we continue to cook this out and marry the tomato paste with the butter that it all just kind of becomes one thing after a few minutes. But just continually stir this. You don't want this to burn at this point, so this just requires a little bit of attention. Shake the pan around. Just keep moving it. There's certain things when you're cooking, you just want to leave it alone. Certain things you don't want to leave it alone. You want to make sure that you get the right texture and consistency that you're looking for. Okay. Now, as you can see, it's starting to come together a little bit. It's starting to become one. It's just like it's a tomato butter gravy, which is what a butter chicken is. Okay, so it's been, I don't know, 2 minutes, maybe 3, depending on how high your heat is. Depends on how long it'll take. And now we're gonna go in with some ginger paste and garlic paste. Probably, I don't know, a tablespoon of each. Ish. And we just want to cook that down until it becomes fragrant. Continually stirring once again. And already, you got the butter, the tomato, the ginger, the garlic. I can smell that chicken burning. Probably have a towel ready too when you, like for the smoke alarm. Because sometimes when you pull that chicken out and you really get a good burn on it, you could set the fire alarm off. But it's all good, sometimes that happens. Okay, so this smells delicious. It's probably been 60 seconds since we put in the ginger garlic paste, and now we're gonna go in with all of the spices. Like I said, this is a lot of the same stuff that you use to marinate the chicken. It's turmeric, garam masala, cardamom, cumin, paprika, Kashmiri chili powder if you have it. We just want to toast these spices, which really helps to like intensify the flavors of it. And you can see it's almost like it's pasty a little bit, right? Oh, that smell. This step, you don't want to take it too far because as you can see, it will start sticking to the bottom of the pan and you don't want your spices to burn. You just want to, like I said, kind of cook them off.
Okay, so it was at this point in the video where I started having major problems. The camera cut out randomly. My microphone started going in and out, and I lost like 20 minutes of footage. But luckily, I was capturing it on my iPhone on the side here too. So as you can see, we've got the tomato and the butter, the ginger, the garlic. It's finally starting to come together, and it's got that like deep brick red, almost maroon color. That's really what you want right there. And then we go in with 1 cup of heavy cream and 1 cup of water and give that a solid stir. And if you've ever seen butter chicken before, you know it don't look like this, but give it a few moments. We're going to allow this to come to a simmer and reduce down, thicken up. Everything's going to marry together, and it's going to come out nice. So the sauce has now been simmering for probably 5-10 minutes. I'm adding in some chopped cilantro in there, a little bit of lime juice, you know, because it's a very heavy dish. It's a lot of butter, a lot of cream. You need something to lift it up a little bit. So I put probably the juice of half of a lemon in there as well. And then you gotta be tasting it at this point. Always be tasting your food while you're cooking, or else how are you gonna know if you're on the right track? You know, the more you taste throughout the process and you season throughout the process, you're figuring out, you know, how things should taste at each step of a recipe, instead of, you know, just having to be bland all the way through and then at the end you just throw salt on. You're not really getting you know, the best flavor possible. But it's starting to thicken up. Look at it, it's starting to thicken and get that like deep rich orange color that's traditional with butter chicken. It's coming along. And then here's me showing the chicken. As you can see, we got that burnt chicken. Yep, not quite from a tandoori oven, but it looks decent. And all we're gonna do is take that chicken from the oven and let the sauce reduce down a little bit more, and then we're gonna throw the chicken into the pan, and that's pretty much where the video picked back up.
All right, well look, this little mic that I bought for these videos sucks because it cut out like 3 or 4 times. I done lost the audio. The dish has been cooked for, I don't know, 30 minutes. Shit's cold now. And I got no audio for the plating portion. So now I'm redoing the plating portion. I got dirty fucking dishes over here. Jesus Christ, I didn't really mean to do that. Okay, we're gonna redo it. We're gonna plate the dish, and I'll show you some old footage from the iPhone because I had it on cinematic, and it was gonna look all good, and now it's all messed up. So it is what it is. I got some rice here, so we're gonna go down with our basmati first. You could use like jasmine rice or whatever, but I like the basmati. Let's grab a fork, and then on top of the rice, we're just gonna go in with you know, a nice generous portion of butter chicken. Plenty of sauce, plenty of chicken. And then we're gonna finish it with just a little bit more fresh cilantro. And that's it right there. I'll show you, like I said, I got the cinematic version from the iPhone earlier. But there, yeah, man. Look at that. It is so good. I'm telling you, I'm not lying when I say this is my family and I's favorite meal to eat each week right now. If you're not sure, if you, and I guess I should take a bite, but I already ate a whole plate. I ate a whole plate of it. But I hate watching food videos on YouTube where they don't eat it at the end. So like, I gotta eat it. Did I get a piece of chicken? I did. Come on, man. Come on, Bert. We did that. Relatively simple to make. If you don't know if you like Indian food, or just that, like, you know, those spices and that type of food, the cumin, the garam masala, you know, those types of spices. Nice introductory dish, and I'm telling you, it is delicious. Relatively easy to make. I think the toughest part is just getting your hands on some dried fenugreek leaves. Order it probably from Amazon. But that's it. Like I said, I would love to do some more cooking videos, maybe once a month, once a week. We'll see if people like it. But it's pretty much, it's about my only hobby at this point. It's the only thing I got time for is to cook. So I do it 4 or 5 times a week. I got some recipes up the sleeve besides the butter chicken. So if y'all want to see some more, let me know. Might have to redo the perfect steak video. The technique was okay on the original. It needed a little refinement though. A little bit of refinement because I burnt the shit out the steak. So anyway, yeah, that's it. I'll catch you next time. Let me know if you want me to make something, put it in the comments. Peace out.